All right. We've got another installment of Mail Day. Hope you're well. It's a good day in the, as we call in sports card collecting, the PC stands for the personal collection. And I'm going to share it with you because I end up getting a bucket list card. And what I'm going to have you do is see if you can guess the answer of who it is before I open it. Now, the interesting thing about and the fun thing about live opening is I don't know if somebody's trying to rip me off. So here's the first. I think I know what's in here. And in this first packet, there are two rookie cards, raw, they're not graded. And there's one interesting autograph in the form of a canceled check. At least I think that's what this is. It doesn't feel like it actually. So we'll find out live, and I'll edit it out if it's not. I think I'm waiting for it. It doesn't feel like now that I'm opening it in live. No, okay, yeah, all right. So it looks like I didn't get ripped off here, and these are nice looking cards. So I'm going to show you these are two rookie cards that I do not have in my personal collection. One of them is a Hall of Famer. One of them I think should be and probably will be soon. And the first one, let me show you the non-Hall of Famer. 1974, Dave Parker. I'll try and get the glare off there. Now, he's of the heyday years, and if you're from Pittsburgh and you follow baseball, 1979 when they did the We Are Family and they won the championship that year, and they had Willie Stargell, who is a Hall of Famer. A lot of pitchers like Kent Tekulve and John Candelaria, but Dave Parker was a big home run hitter. I don't know what his stats are off the top of my head, and since he's not a Hall of Famer, I bet he hit like somewhere in the 300s with home runs, but he still was a force, and especially a force on that 1979 Pittsburgh Pirate team. This next guy has some I don't know enough about his team, but I know they won World Series. Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. Now that last card is from 1974, I think I said. This one is 1966, I think. I can't remember what year this is, but this is his rookie card. I think it's 66. That's a good card. It's not graded. The corners look fairly good. The centering's kind of bad, as you can sort of tell without the glare. Sorry for the glare. I suspect this one is like at best probably a PSA 4, and usually because I think I said that because I think it's a 5, but so it's probably a 4, maybe even like a 3. But a good card. Glad to have it in my collection. This one's probably more like a 4. Centering's kind of bad. Corners look a little crisper. It's good. Happy. Now this one is just such a weird oddball thing for the collection, and I just got it because the same guy was selling these two cards and he listed it, and it just looked kind of neat. And I was thinking about one day getting this guy's rookie card from 1957 Topps basketball. And I think the only 1957, well, there's a couple, I think, but the only one off the top of my head who I can remember is Bob Cousy. So if you're a Celtics fan, this is a canceled check, and it's signed Robert Cousy from 1983, September 8th. Wow. It's crazy that it's been 1983 is 38 years ago. Or no, 30, sorry, 30. 40 years ago would be 1981. So yeah, 38 years ago. My brain's not working right. I need some coffee. So Bob Cousy, it's a really, really cool little thing. I think that if one day, I'm not a huge Celtic fan, I just like memorabilia, that if I get his rookie card, I might create a little plaque or something and throw this in there, the autograph, and put the rookie card in there. Now, the creme de la creme, and it's in this box. The guy sent it in a nice box. Well, I put hopefully you didn't see his identifying information. I might need to block. I don't care if you see mine, it's my office. Publicly available online. So before I actually reveal to you what's in here, I'm going to do a little guessing game for those of you who know baseball. And hopefully I'll start attracting some fellow collectors to this channel, and that I won't cut off my fingers in the process. This is a very, very cool card. And if you're a baseball card collector and you look at cards that are like iconic cards, sort of like must-haves with baseball card collecting, this is one of them. And this is a card that I always wanted. It's a card that I could have gotten in lesser grade for a lot less than I did get this one. But this one came available at a fairly good price. I think that it's got nowhere to go but up. And it is a top tier baseball card. And so much so that he put it in an extra box here. Now, I'm doing this live, and I have no idea. Oh, I put his information on there again. I have no idea if I'm getting ripped off or not. So there's a lot of money that was paid for this. A better price than, that I think it's got nowhere to go but up, like I said. But if there is nothing but these things, peanuts in there, then I'll be a little ticked off. Oh, good, it's not sealed. Okay, so I see the edge of a card here. I don't know for sure what it is just yet. And you probably can't see. The edge of the card is right here. It's a graded card. It's graded PSA 5. I'll tell you to start us off, it is a rookie card. And let's do this first. Mail Day 9/13/2021. Guess the iconic rookie card that I just acquired for my PC. We're going to do the first guess. He had a brother named Tommy who also played alongside him for 7 seasons. I can bring myself in here too. Hi, Krabby. Next. He holds the record for most All-Star appearances. This is probably, I should have put this one a little bit later. You can come closer to guessing who this is, but maybe not. If you're not, it's an iconic card, remember. Third, he was born on February 5th, 1934. So that places us in the area. Let's say he's a rookie between 20 and 25 years old, and we're looking at him coming up, and the card that I have here being somewhere between 1954 and 1959. So we've kind of got it in there. That you can guess next. Next clue. I think I have 2 more. He began his career as a shortstop in the Negro Leagues. So we know that it's a black guy. And I'll tell you, it's not Jackie Robinson. Well, how about we go there? If I were guessing right now at this point, I would think it was one of 2 different players. And this might be my last one. He hit his first major league home run on April 23rd, 1954, 2 days before my birthday, but I wasn't to be born for another 15 years. And let's see if there's a last one. If not, if it goes blank, then it's going to leave it for you to guess. No, last one. He played his final game on October 3rd, 1976. Now, if you're a baseball card collector at this point, it's somewhat of an iconic card, this particular player, the last year that he played. So when he played his final game, that was also the last year he had a card. So have you guessed who it could be? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my split out. That the guy's not trying to rip me off. Oh, okay, I see the back. I'm going to stare at it for a second and add to the, yeah, you can't see it in the camera. Centering is not bad. It's, the corners are a little edged, a little frayed, but this is an iconic card. Have you guessed? Switching. I'm in here. Hank Aaron. So here in the corner you can see, and now I'm going to give you the full screen. 1954 Hank Aaron PSA 5. I can't believe I own it. To me, this is the car equivalent of owning a Lamborghini or a Maserati. Yeah. A couple people. Oh, a lot of comments. So that's good. Let's see if there's anybody. Oh, I see Bond. Hey, Bond. Good to see you. Yeah, Jim Palmer is a nice one. Not Jeff Beck. Jeff Beck. Jeff Beck is the guitarist, you mean? Oh, look at you, Bond. See, I didn't look. I wasn't looking. Bond knew what was going on. And then he knew for sure, probably at some point in time. When I said there were one or two players, once I knew that they were in the vicinity of the 50s, I would have guessed Willie Mays or Hank Aaron. Audio's breaking up a bit. Sorry, it's probably doing it right now. And thank you, Bruce. Good to see you. Good to see you, Bond. It wasn't Frances Rude. That was a good guess, though. But she may have been born. No, she was born a little after 1934, I would think. So, thank you for watching. If you're a baseball card collector, you know how jazzed I am about this. And it's in the PC, personal collection, for some time. And I can only hope and pray that when this goes down to my only son, that he won't blow it on gambling losses in Las Vegas or something. That would really suck. It's a great card. What I love about cards is people ask, because people on this channel, this is like my worship music mostly, and talk God stuff. You know, you can't take all this stuff to you with heaven. You know, I can see the arguments people make who don't like me about hoarding treasures on earth. Well, this is a hobby of mine. I love it. But what I love most about this, because I'm a big fan of history, and to me, you know, one of the greatest aspects of baseball is the history of it, particularly the history. One of the things I like about it is the history of civil rights that started in this country, that really started in here. At the time this rookie card was created and Hank was just starting out, he couldn't drink in the same water fountains as white people or go to the same bathroom. And it was on this card in 1954. It was only 6 years that black people were even allowed to play in the major leagues at all. So for that, yeah, see, Bond, when you said, and that's when I said, I think you heard my comment, is that allowed people to guess because he played so long. You know, he played from 1950. When it does, he played. What year does it say his first year is here? I think he'd played one season already here, and he probably came up, yeah, in pro ball only 2 years. He came up to the Braves after a sensational 53 season. So he did come up, I guess, in about 54. So he played from 54 to 76, 22 years. And if he had the most home runs until Barry Bonds beat the record, you can assume that a power hitter like that's going to make the All-Star game almost every time. He probably did. I didn't check. So that's it. Blessed Bible Fight Club, forgive me, but I sold silver dollars when I was a kid to put mag wheels on my Chevette. Well, I'm not a kid anymore, but these things still, like, there's no way that I could have thought about owning this kind of card even as cheap as they would have been comparatively today when I started collecting as a kid. So this is like the when you had the Corvette or Maserati poster on your wall, and the only thing you had in your garage was a bicycle that you would dream on. This would be if I was having a poster of baseball cards on my wall, this would be one of them on there. And I think, there's no way I'll never be able to get that. So here it is. If you have questions about baseball cards, and um, see, look, Bruce, that's why I like you, Bruce, because you don't make people feel bad. Why do people on the internet try and make people feel bad? I know there's going to be comment. Once I piss off somebody, these videos are going to be used to go, see, look at what a man child he is. Yeah, maybe so. You don't understand. It's an investment. So if I talk about it from the man side, this card, I suspect, if you asked me, I'm not going to tell you, you could look up what it's worth now. A PSA 5 Hank Aaron 1954 rookie card. It's expensive. I think by the time my son is my age now, God willing, he will still be around and have many kids that they can divide up and decide what they want to do with this. It'd probably be $100,000 card in 40-ish years. Easy, I think. So there we go. Assuming baseball's still around, assuming everyone hasn't been raptured. How about that? Yeah, as Bond says, I think there's going to be in short term. I may have overpaid. I saw some of these going for more. I did not buy this on eBay. When you buy it on eBay now, they add in tax. They didn't used to do that, and so it's a real pain in the ass. So I bought in a Facebook group, and that's why there's a big gamble. And so if you're interested in baseball cards, getting in, talking about how to get in, what you should buy, why risks that you take online when buying cards and things like that. I've been doing it I've been buying encased cards like this. Sorry. Ooh, hold on, Bruce. This is for you, Bruce. Oh, I'm gonna take this. I've been buying encased cards because they've only been doing these in plastic like this for maybe the last 24 years, 23, not many years. And so the last 20 years or so, I've been buying these. I own, in this particular style, it's called PSA, Professional Sports Authenticated. I own I think this is my 440th card, something pretty close to that. So, I have a lot more cards than that are ungraded. But this is near the top. This is probably at this point, it's easily my top 5 cards that I own. It's probably, in terms of value, probably the 4th best, maybe the 3rd. I think the 4th. So I'm a happy camper. Sorry for my mask. This is such a great card. I was afraid that it would explode with COVID. So there. Yeah, mask up, bro. Wish you still had the silver dollars. Yeah, that's the whole thing. The tough thing about these is my wife is telling me, the funny thing is, if I sold my collection, I could probably buy a Maserati. So it's the difference between owning these and holding on to them just because I love the historical value, or having a Maserati that's going to cost me so much in insurance and all that. Nah, not going to do that. This is more fun, tangible. You can look at it. It's not Bitcoin. It's not fake. It's a real thing. It's a piece of art. It's like a mini, what do you say? That's like 5 inches, a little 5-inch by 2.5, 3-inch, 5 by 3 painting. You can't put it on the wall. You don't want to do that. You don't want it to fade, nothing like that. But that's it. So thank you for watching. I'm probably going to do some more baseball card content. I may separate it from this channel. I'm not sure. But being as I already have this channel, I'm going to go that route. And Bond, I'm going to do some videos. You're going to see what cards you have that I have that are ranked higher. I'm going to do a top 10 video pretty soon. My top 10 best graded cards, and then you'll be able to see each one. I made a mention of another player earlier, two players earlier. I have their rookie cards as well. And so that'll give you a little taste because they would be in the top 5, those two guys that I mentioned earlier. So on that note, thank you for watching. I'm going to make sure that I have my brand thing up here and more baseball content to come if you want. I'm hoping some baseball card folks will come in here. So post down below and let me know once you see it. And let me know what you think of the card and maybe talk about what your favorite card is or the best card that you own too. But a top 10 best PSA or graded cards, I should say, that I own are going to come up. And there might be a version that's like my favorite in terms of emotional value and then maybe my favorite in terms of monetary value. That'll be fun to watch, I think. I like watching that kind of stuff. So God bless. We'll talk to you later.